Hello and welcome to another vlog. Today I'm taking nightly show jumping at Eland Lodge. I've entered him in the 75 and the 85. I am absolutely bricking it because we had, well, he's just all of a sudden got extremely spooky and likes to either run out or stop. So, at fillers. So I'm hoping there will be no fillers today. But yeah, I felt so sick yesterday. I was like, why on earth am I doing this? But he's been awesome every time I've taken him to Eland. So today shouldn't be any different, fingers crossed. I've got all my show gear on under my Equestrian and I'm absolutely boiling because the sun's come out. But it will keep me clean until it's time to go. So it's currently about 20 past 10. My first round's at 10 past 1 and the second round's at 2 o'clock. I will be wearing my body protector just in case, and I've also hired a 3.5 ton lorry today, which he hasn't been in for 2 years and he didn't really like it the first time, so I'm praying he travels okay. If he doesn't like it, I'll just turn around and come back home. Hello! Hi! How muddy are we? Are we muddy? Oh, he doesn't look too bad. Well done! Good boy! We're gonna go jumping. Hey? Put your head colour on. So fingers crossed this goes well. Because if it doesn't go well, I might have a little cry. Hey? We've just got to kick, haven't we? Right, I need to go and get him ready. Most of the stuff's already in the horse box. I just need to clean him, and then I cleaned a few of his boots last night, so hopefully they will be dry and ready to go. Should we wash your feet? We should probably wash your feet first. Good boy. That's your feet done. Come on. Okay then, eat that. Good boy. Brought him to eat some grass because he's proper sweating up on the box. Had the fans on, windows open, but he liked to paw the floor pretty much the whole way here. So I've just come to give him a wander around and have a little look at the course. So I thought I would just do a little voiceover for you, just to let you know what was going on, because it was quite busy and noisy and lots going on. So here we had just entered the arena and the lovely steward there in the Equestrian noticed I hadn't got the correct whip. So you're supposed to have a baton whip, and I just had like the regular Shire's whip with the leather tab at the end. So she did have a few spares, so she very kindly let me swap to one of hers. And then we just crack on with warming up. It was quite busy. There was a lot of ducking and diving. You have to be so aware of where you're going, where other people are going, making sure you're going left to left where possible and where you can, sticking to all the kind of general arena rules. So I just pop him straight into trot, just let him have a little look around. Wasn't really too bothered about his head or anything like that. I just try to warm him in exactly the same as I would at home, basically. So walk to trot, trot to walk, transitions, try and put in a few circles where I can. And he was golden, to be honest, you know, with horses coming past him quite close, with all the noise of the tannoy, poles being knocked down, people talking at the side. He's just a legend. Like, he's so chill. He looks like he's been doing this for years, when in reality this is the third competition I've ever brought him to. So he's just epic, and I'll let you watch a little bit more of this because there's quite a few minutes of us just trotting around basically, but I thought I would keep it in and let you watch.
Alright, Steph. Hello, alright. Yeah, he's just a bit full of himself. When does Georgie go in?
Davis next in with the Lady of the Mist.
I've got 6 in there and I bought 4 or 5 out here waiting to go.
So I'll pop him into a canter here. Really pleased with that transition actually, it was nice. And then here I'm just trying to steady him and he's going, get off me, let me go forwards. Which I probably should have done, but I was quite nervous. It was busy, I didn't want him running off. Which he wouldn't do, but these things just go through your mind. And then he dropped out of canter and picked up the wrong leg. So I just brought him back to a walk, reset, and off we go again. And I'm just trying to keep him together, rhythmical, and just feeling like he's listening to me basically, which he was, and I was very pleased. So at this point, that upright there would be perfect as our first jump, but they sadly put it down to a little cross and I needed to get going. So I did bring him straight round to this oxer and he popped it really nice. I will mention my position throughout this whole vlog is very defensive, and watching it back, I wish I would have trusted him a little bit more and gone with him, but from what had happened previously in like the last month, I did not want to fall off and I just, rode defensively, but it got the job done. I sat up, I got my leg on and he listened very well. So we just popped this a couple of times just to get our confidence up and settle the nerves, basically. So after this jump, we nearly had a collision, but Knightley was very good. He didn't spook, he just put his brakes on, so to say, oh, we don't want to crash into them. Bless him. But yeah, that put the fright in me a little bit, that wasn't fun. So just brought him back to a walk and tried to reset my nerves, compose myself before going in and jumping our 75 round. So I think it is coming up now, so I'm going to stop chatting and just let you watch.
Oh my god! Stop it!
She needs to slow him down a bit. Two more. That's it. Yeah.
So this is again the 75 round. I'm just going to do a voiceover. So my heart was racing so fast when I came in here. He's been a little bit lucky there at the fence on the right, so I'll just pop him into canter. He's not bothered about the banners one bit, and he already feels like he's picked up a gear from the warm-up. So we come round to number 1, I take a nice wide line, plenty of time for him to see it. I keep a light seat coming down here to number 2 just to keep the rhythm, and he takes a nice flyer into that one. So I'm thinking, oh, he is game here. I hadn't walked the course because I wanted to stay with Knightley and make sure he was okay. So I had no idea what this distance was, but just kept coming, put my leg on, and he jumped it lovely. So pleased. And he picked up the right canter lead there. So now we come round to this double. So I got a little bit deep into the first bit and then pushed far too much to get out. And then was trying to half halt with not really much effect. And then I was a little bit far off this one. So I gave him a little squeeze and he shot off. He made that ground up so easily. So now I'm just trying to compose, gather everything back up. He jumps this really nice. I thought he was going to have a little spook at that, but put my leg on and he absolutely flew it. Nice little flying change he did there. And then coming round to this double here, I was already nervous of the Union Jack fillers. so I just pushed a little bit too much. And he went, "You want forward, Mum? I'll give you forward." So, yeah, struggled
Needs to slow
to
down.
regain balance there, but eventually got back to trot and was just trying to breathe here, trying to compose everything. You could just see here, look, he's like, "Let me at it." So yeah, get a bit deep to that, and he has the front rail down with his back legs. I don't know here whether I couldn't bring him back to trot to change our canter lead, or I just thought keep going. I can't really remember, it's all a blur. But yeah, at this point I've got nothing happening with my half halt. He's just getting quicker and quicker,
That's it.
but he was going. So no complaints from me. I was really chuffed. So whilst waiting to warm up for the 85, I went and asked a steward what they do with the fillers, and I was told the fillers now go underneath the jumps, which I was petrified about, not gonna lie. So you'll see in a minute when I come round and my dad speaks to me just how tense I was. Like, there's just terror written all over my face. Oh my god. Here, look. I look like I'm chewing a wasp.
That's nice, Sam. Did that nice.
But yeah, I'll let you carry on watching this. We knocked this oxer down every single time we went over it, sadly. But he was going forwards, so I was happy-ish. She's jumping these.
Six. Number 15, Samantha Cotton, with Mercy and Night.
Nearly.
It's alright.
Well done, Sam. I've no idea, sweet. Just whatever the next one is. Whatever the next one is.
Just retire now, so. That's it. You're a finish.
When you run out of the second one, you must represent the whole thing again, A and B. So unfortunately that's elimination.
Okay, so this is our 85cm round again. And apart from trying to put the negative thoughts I had in a little box, I just wanted to improve on our previous round. So I wanted more control, but I needed leg to get over these jumps with the fillers, which was difficult because by pushing before the jump, he then wanted to continue that over the other side, and I really needed him to come back to me. So I opted for a bit of a deeper seat, just so I could wrap my leg around him, get my shoulders back. I mean, his rhythm is good. I couldn't complain about his rhythm. He was very good actually. Just still quite strong, so I'm here trying to bring him back, get into that rhythm. This line here, I kind of froze. I didn't fold at all and jabbed him in the gob, bless him. And then here saw a long one, so squoze with my leg, and he was very clever to pick up and get over that. And then I just changed my canter lead here, coming up to our first double, which again, nice rhythm in, just got a bit deep and then fired him out the other end, but he picked his legs up and cleared it nicely. And then here he chucks his legs in the air because I'm trying to slow him down, but see a longer stride into that, and he picks up very nice. As soon as you put your leg on him, he's just like, all right, Mum, I am game. If you want me to go, I will go, which is all I wanted, really. So, yeah, just regaining balance here, changing my lead. I wanted a nice long run up to this because the fillers looked quite spooky, but he pops it nicely and does a nice little flying change around the corner. And then this is where it all goes a bit tits up, so I have slowed it down so I have time to explain what happened. But he has a little look at these fillers and buries us into the bottom, knocks the top rail. I lose my right rein, so I'm desperately trying to steer and half halt with my left, which puts us on the diagonal line over that, bless him. And he was so honest to jump that. I was thrilled. But yeah, that meant we sailed past the B element. So I just bring us back to a trot, give him a blooming well-deserved pat there because he was so honest to get us to the other side. And then I'm just in a bit of a pickle here because I didn't really know what to do. I didn't know whether to put in a circle and just jump the B element or whether I had to represent it all. But to be honest, I didn't want to represent to the A element again. Like, he'd got us to the other side. I didn't want to chance my luck twice. So I thought, do you know what, we'll just carry on. We'll go to the next fence. He jumped it nicely in the 75. So I thought, whatever happens, we can't finish there. I was never ever going to retire. So I struggled to pick up his canter lead there, but we got it in the end. And then, yeah, we finished on a very good note jumping this fence. But sadly, the buzzer does go off and we get eliminated.
That's it. You'll finish.
When you run out of the second one, you must represent the whole thing again, A and B. So unfortunately that's elimination.
Come on, home time. Come on. I think someone's absolutely knackered. Tired now, aren't you? He's had a roll. And now we're just chilling. Oh, look at his eyes. He just did the longest blink. Good boy. Hello, it's now the next day. And Knightley's just been chilling in the field today, having a very well deserved day off. I have just been chilling at home. I have actually sat down and watched all the footage back and realised I didn't film an outro, so this is what this is now, basically. Literally couldn't be happier with him. I'm surprised, nicely surprised with how confident he was. Like, I probably put a little bit too much pressure on myself for it to go well. I just wanted it to be a confidence giving round for Knightley and for me. So yeah, I was very stressed and very nervous, but it's all sunk in now. I think at the time when you're doing these things, you have so much to think about. You've got to get yourself ready, you've got to get Knightley ready, you've got to be on time, you've got to warm up properly. So yeah, there's a lot to think about, so you don't actually get time to sit and take it in, really, until it's finished. So yeah, he was an absolute pro. I tacked him up, we went and walked down to the warm-up arena, stood for quite a while because they were about 20 minutes behind schedule. So yeah, stood around with all the other horses, watching people warming up. Got cut up a couple of times in the warm-up because it was quite busy. That wasn't very fun, but he managed very, very well. And then we went and did our 75 round. He had a rocket up his bum. Like, seriously, I didn't even need to use my whip. That's another thing I need to get. I need to get a baton whip. But yeah, he went into that arena and oh my word, he was so forward. And I did let out a little bit of a yelp over the double because I thought, if he stops, if he refuses the fence right now, I am an absolute goner. I'd be gone. So it was a little bit too fast for my liking. We had numerous poles down, too many to count, but that wasn't the aim of the game. The aim of the game was to be forward and positive, and that is exactly what we got, so who am I to complain? And then we came out of that round and then had to wait for our 85 round. I did ask one of the stewards whilst we were waiting what they did with the fillers, because in the 75 they were at the sides of the jumps, which was a big relief for me, and I was hoping they'd stay like that for the 85, but I was bitterly disappointed when the lady said they actually go underneath the jump with the poles on top. So yeah, I stressed for quite a few minutes because I didn't know whether to just pull him out, leave it at the 75, he's done it well, he's done it nicely, let's just go home, let's not spoil it. But I'm not one to be defeated, and I entered it and I really did want to do it. I was just a bit petrified. But he was that forward in the 75, I thought, you just need to sit up, you need to collect him, don't let him go too fast, because then you just, I lost any kind of adjustment, to be honest, in the 75. I just had to keep putting my leg on and hope that he went. So yeah, we went in, we did it. Rider error, I don't compete, okay? All the competitions I have ever done, you will see on here, like, I don't compete really. So I don't read the rule book. My mum did say, or was it my dad? They were like, do you not read the rule books on these things? I was like, no, I don't. No, who's got time to sit and read the rule book? I simply watch other people and do the same as other people. Never before have I watched someone run out of a double, so I didn't know what to do, basically. But he was awesome. Yeah, we just came over the jump on the corner before the double. It was quite close together, and he did have a tiny look at that and knocked the top rail, and I slipped my reins. Shouldn't have really done that, because then I didn't have time to gather them up and point him at the double in a straight line. So unfortunately we ended up jumping that like on the diagonal, and yeah, didn't have time basically to sit up, gather my reins for the next element, so he just carried on sailing in a straight line, bless him. So he was none the wiser that he'd missed a jump. It wasn't like he'd dirty stopped or anything. So yeah, at that point I was like, now what the hell do I do? Do I circle and just jump the B element? Do I do it all again? But I don't really want to go and do the A bit again because I've just gone over it, and Union Jack fillers, I don't like them. I do not like them. So I just thought, sod it. We're near the end of the course anyway. I just thought I'm going to go and jump number 10 that was next, and he jumped it lovely, and then the buzzer went off. but he was none the wiser. I'm so proud of him. He jumped so well. And yeah, basically then we just got him home because the heavens opened up just in time as we got him on the box. And that was it, basically. So I was super proud, super pleased. Loads of fine tuning to do. Might need to work on the brake system, because if that's what happens when he goes cross country on grass, well, I don't want that to happen, to be honest. Because, yeah, like I said, if he'd have stopped, yeah, I'd just like a little bit more control, so that might have to be worked on, so that might be an interesting vlog. But I'm going to leave this here now. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please do leave us a like and a comment. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to follow along with our journey. And we will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching.